Today is the day after a long journey through a pandemic, rescheduling games due to COVID, and dominating the NCAA tournament. The champs are back home, and the celebration parade for the Baylor Bears is underway. Our very own Todd Unger and Jack Allen are out at the parade now, kicking off our coverage of the celebration. Todd, Jack, what are you guys seeing right now?
Sierra, the mood is certainly electric here in downtown Waco. Easily more than 1,000 people have now gathered here right in front of City Hall for this celebration. The parade actually is starting about a mile down Austin, and Jack Allen is joining me here down closer to City Hall. Jack, bottom line for the Baylor Bears, this is what you play for every year.
Yeah, Todd, I mean, for the last few years, we've seen the Lady Bears kind of taking this route,
Sure.
this parade. They've won a few national champions of their own, but for the first time, we get to see the Baylor men getting to see their hard work pay off with the national championship. As you said, there's thousands of people here already. I can only imagine how many more are going to be up and down Austin all the way. It's an exciting time for sure to be a Baylor Bear.
It absolutely is. We're going to be with you for the next hour, bring you all the way through this parade till its conclusion. There's going to be a ceremony up here. I want to go ahead and check in with 25 News reporter Paige Ellenberger. She's actually that mile down at the start of this parade route. Paige, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, Todd, as you can see right behind me, the parade is just getting ready to start. We have the fire trucks all lit up, the City of Waco balloons, and of course, that big old Baylor balloon, that big old Baylor Bear balloon, already getting excited. Fans are lined up all across Austin Avenue here in downtown Waco. I'm right at the start of this, and we are all anticipating the beginning of this national championship parade. Scott Drew and, of course, his men's Bears are going to be parading down this street here very shortly, and we have fans of all ages super excited to witness that trophy ceremony here tonight. You guys, how exciting is it to have the national champions right here in your own town?
So exciting. So
exciting.
So good.
So good. I mean, you guys are all Baylored out. You got the face paint on, you got the t-shirt on, all of the memorabilia. Are you guys excited to see those men's Baylor Bears start parading down? It looks like it's starting.
Yeah!
Now, if you could tell Scott Drew and this national champion team one thing, what would you tell him?
Great job. He's a great player.
There's a great player? I mean, he turned the program around, so you're not wrong at all. How long have you been a Baylor Bear fan?
For a long time. Since I was a little kid.
Since you were a little kid? I totally get that. Well, can I get a Go Bears? Sick 'em one time.
Sick 'em Bears!
As you guys can hear, the sirens are starting. The parade is getting on its way. Jack, Todd, back to you guys. How exciting is this?
All right, Paige, certainly looks like a lot of fun out there. Jack, you and I were talking just a few minutes ago. Down here, a lot of these folks are getting this, which they should be down here because we're still in the era of COVID. These are little masks, and there's a lot of significance, Jack, to actually the logo and the emblem and how this was laid out.
Yeah, Todd, so the creative team at Baylor did a really good job trying to put together this national championship logo that they've been using on all of their stuff on social media and on these masks that they're handing out to everybody here. These national championship masks, if you look closely, you'll see that it says National Champions 2021. Under the N, you can see the word joy. It stands for the culture of joy that they've built in this program. On the other side, under the L, you can see these checkered flag. Think racing, the Indy 500. They played this one in Indianapolis. The dots along the bottom, there's 14 of them. It symbolizes the 14 players that played on this team that were on the roster. And if you look closely in the net, you can see the number 99, and that stands for the 99 players who have come through Baylor since Scott Drew took over the program. It's been 18 years, Todd, 99 players, and they've been saying all this time that this is for all of those former players and for the students and fans that are here today.
Yeah, when you talk about Drew, patience is a virtue. I mean, it paid off for him.
For sure, to come into a program like Baylor that was at the bottom of where it was and to get to this point is absolutely incredible.
Yeah. As we said at the beginning, we've got an entire team of roaming reporters out there. I want to go now to 25 News reporter Leah McNeil. She is about halfway down the parade route there. I know there are a lot of people lining up right there. Leah, what are you seeing?
That's right, Todd. I'm a little bit further away from Paige, but I'm still having just as much fun. I'm near 8th Street. As you can see, there are tons of Baylor fans around me, young, old, alumni, all of them, everybody in between, just people that love the city. I'm right here again on 8th Street, and I have a Baylor fan right here. He is die-hard, dedicated. I talked to him a while ago, undergraduate and law school. What does it mean to you to have this win for the Baylor Bears?
I mean, I think we're all a little speechless, you know. I mean, since Texas Tech won it in 2019, they actually had a big lead and they ended up losing. But since Texas Tech almost won it in 2019, we've just wondered what would it be like to win this title. And going into the year, we thought, well, we're going to be one of the favorites. But you never really think you're going to win a 68-team tournament, you know, until it happens. Amazing, unbelievable.
What was your reaction? I know we were all watching, and it was just, I remember I was at the stadium actually, and the students went insane. So what was it like for you as an alum?
Well, I was there too. We were there together. Yeah. Somehow we missed each other.
I know. How did that happen?
How did it happen? So the scene there, even though we were at the reduced capacity, it was so fun to be there, and just the energy from the crowd, and especially in the post-game celebration, just amazing. Even people that weren't big Baylor fans that maybe just follow the team casually, everybody was so invested in this team. I mean, my parents didn't go to Baylor, and they've already rewatched the game like 3 times, the championship.
I didn't go to Baylor, and I'm a fan now, absolutely.
I mean, we've got this ULL fan here.
One and only Raging Cajun, guys.
That's
Nothing
right.
compared to the Baylor Bears, but the parade is actually about to get started, so I'm going to toss it back to you guys to give us a full look at how it's looking at the beginning. Right now, live in Waco, Leah McNeil, 25 News.
Thanks, Leah. As the band is playing behind us, the energy continues to rise as the parade continues to get underway. Todd, I know that you're hearing it. There's just a lot of energy, a lot of buzz in downtown Waco tonight.
There is. We apologize for that. It might be like that occasionally over the next hour. It's pretty hard to hear out here. Definitely a fervor and a kind of excitement that we didn't see 2 hours ago. I know you were there when the Bears landed 8 days ago, I think, at the airport, or 7 days ago.
7 days ago. It was
a week ago. Exactly, yeah. And that was itself just an incredible moment to come in as champions.
Well, and Todd, to see Scott Drew come off the plane, he had
Holding
that trophy, holding it up over his head. To see the way that the fans reacted as soon as he lifted that up it was an incredible sight to see. We had a few hundred people just on the other side of the fence at the airport. A lot more people here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And you would expect that. You know, this is kind of the culmination of a year. I believe we've got 25 News reporter Garrett Hoddle out there, and Garrett is also in the middle of these crowds. Garrett, tell us what you're seeing, buddy.
Well, I mean, first of all, it all feels a little bit different, right? There's enthusiasm in the air. Everyone's excited. We have candy pouring the streets. The City of Waco balloon actually came down a little bit earlier. Now, it was struggling, but just like the Baylor Bears title hopes, well, that did rise to the sky. And we actually have some fans right here. Now, I know earlier me and Paige were talking to another fan with another dog, and we have another dog that's very special right here. Who do we have, ma'am?
This is Mello.
This is Mello, and tell me, who are you guys?
I'm Lauren, I'm Mom.
Okay, we got Mom right here, and I'm guessing both sons, right?
Both sons, yeah.
Basketball fans, guys?
Kaya's.
Yeah.
Kaya's? Well, I think it's safe to say you guys are definitely candy fans, huh? Uh-huh. How are you guys enjoying the parade?
We're enjoying the parade. I am raised right here in Waco, also Baylor graduate, 1999.
Baylor graduate, 1990. So you've been waiting for this. Let me ask you something.
Absolutely.
You know, it feels a little bit different, I think, after somebody wins a title or a city, you know. It's sort of you're walking around and you can feel it in the air. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, yes. The energy has been high the entire series, and we've watched it along with our dog. We're so excited for our Baylor Bears.
Well, thanks for talking with me, guys. We have another Baylor balloon coming down. It actually looks like a couple of them. Obviously, enthusiasm is very high here. It's raining candy. Plenty of excitement. If we get a look going down here towards the Alico building, you can see that City of Waco balloon rising in the air, which has been pretty. You know, the wind hasn't been too bad either. It's actually been very accommodating out here, and we've been able to have a great time. We're going to be walking down throughout the course of our afternoon and evening here to get a look at some of what's going on. We have the fire truck, it looks like, coming down right now as well. You can see some of the flags on of these trucks here as well, the Baylor flags that are flying in the air. It's really a lot of excitement, and we're all having a lot of fun time. You can see us trying to pick out some of the candy right here. So it's not like a madhouse, it's like just a bunch of fun, and we're all enjoying the time. And you could really feel the community spirit. Like I said earlier, all of us coming together, all for the Baylor Bears. Hopefully once the team gets by, I can't even imagine what the enthusiasm is going to be like. But of course, right here at 25 News, we are going to have all of the details and lay it out for you. And with that, I'm going to toss it back to you and Jack and Todd. Back, guys.
Garrett, thank you. As you can imagine, Jack, a lot of excitement out there. We understand that parade is officially underway, so they're rolling down Austin now. I think they had timed it out for it would take about 25 to 30 minutes, give or take. You said that there was a few pickups in there, you thought, and what else?
Yeah, from what I've heard, the players are going to be coming down in the back of pickup trucks, maybe some Corvettes or some fancier cars. I'm not exactly sure. We did see giant shopping cart with HEB rolled down the street earlier. I'm not really sure.
It's in there somewhere.
It's somewhere, so be on the lookout for that. But that really caught me off guard.
Yeah. Hopefully no players in that. God forbid. You don't want that. I know we've also got 25 News reporter Adam Schindler out there at some point along the route. Adam, is the parade, has it reached you yet?
Hey guys, I'm down here. As you can see, the parade is getting underway. And if you look down there, you can see the City Hall balloon. Got people of all ages, from young to old, Baylor fans of many generations. I've actually got one Baylor fan here with me. This is Abby. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Are you a big Baylor fan?
I am. I went to Baylor, and now I work in Waco.
Okay, what was it like when you saw the Bears win this time?
It was incredible. I'm not going to lie, I was pretty anxious the whole game, but they made it pretty clear that they were the best team in the country.
Were you surprised to see how well they won and played?
No, I thought they were better than Gonzaga the whole year. I thought Gonzaga had an easier schedule, but they proved it.
Is there anything you want to say to the team?
Just congrats on such a great year, and Sick 'em Bears.
All right, guys, like I said, the parade is underway. People are having a blast. There's a lot of people out here who have shirts just like this, proving that their team were the champions. Back to you.
All right, Adam, thank you. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and then Jack and I will rejoin you in about 3 minutes. Don't go away. All right, welcome back out here live in downtown Waco for the NCAA men's basketball champ Baylor Bears Parade. Todd Unger here with Jack Allen. Jack, I know there have been a lot of reporters. We have a whole team out here, and earlier our Leah McNeil was doing some work.
Yeah, Leah talked to a former Bear, part of the last Final Four team nearly 70 years ago to make it. Leah, I know that you talked to him and got the chance to hear his story. What did you learn?
Well, Jack, just like any other win, it was a one for the books for him. He was a part of that 1950 team that actually won the first conference championship in more than 70 years, and now the Baylor Bears are national champs. The parade's still going on behind me, but that former Baylor Bear tells me that that win was unlike any other.
Baylor's win is having a noticeable effect on the local economy.
All of a sudden, your name is on the board as a serious contender, which helps the school, which helps the community.
An instant impact.
Well, guys, that 1950 team was also the last Baylor team to make it to the Final Four before this season. So everyone out here just hoping that the team can keep that momentum going and bring home yet another championship. As you can see, it's a party out here, so I'm sending it back to you guys, Jack, and live in Waco, Leah McNeil, 25 News.
Leah, thank you, Jack. I think that piece really symbolizes it well. This is a huge victory, not only for the current team, but every single one of those former Baylor Bear men's players.
Well, and it's crazy to think back to 1950. There were only 8 teams in the NCAA tournament at that point. A very different game and different time than what we had now. But for sure, it's an exciting moment for all of those fans, young and old, to get the chance to celebrate a national title.
Absolutely. I think the parade is starting to get a little bit closer to us here outside of City Hall. We just heard some cheers not too far away. Jack, one other thing I want to talk about, and we touched on this earlier, this culture of joy. You know, that has meant so much to the head coach, but it really means a lot to the players too. They embrace that.
Yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is, anytime you talk to these guys in a press conference after a game, before a game, just randomly on the street, a lot of the time they'll even talk about the concept of the culture of joy. They're playing for Jesus, others, and yourself. That's sort of the order.
Right.
And that kind of played into the way that they played the game. Lots of unselfish play. Whoever's night it was, that was who took over. It wasn't like one guy had to score all the points, and I think that really paid off come tournament time.
That's right, and it looks like we are starting to see just the edge of the parade here. I'm not sure if there's any reporters that are available to maybe take a live shot here. Maybe Garrett or Leah is in. Maybe we could toss to Leah again if she's in the middle of that. No, okay, looks like we don't have them yet. They must be a little bit further down. Well, we could step out of the way here. Alex, maybe can you pan over just a little bit here, just so we can get a live shot of this?
You can see the Waco fire truck pulling in here towards City Hall. You got a big stage set up just behind us where the players are going to talk in just a bit. You see cheerleaders hanging out of that fire truck.
Here's a city bus, Waco Transit City. Got to get them in on the action. Then I think what else we got? I'm still looking for the HEB shopping cart.
I know. We aren't going to miss it, Todd. No, as you see, TFMB's got a float come rolling down Austin here.
And this is just the very beginning. I haven't seen any of the players yet. I think these are mostly just fans. You've got your local banks. You can hear a lot of excitement out here, no question about that. Okay, here comes some cheerleaders now that we can see. And if you guys back in the studio, if any of you can pot up any of the shots, I'm not sure if we have anything.
Yeah, Todd, actually, we're going to real quick take a break, send this one to a break. We'll be right back with more action from the Baylor Parade in just a minute.
All right, folks, we are live here in downtown Waco. As you can see, the parade well underway, coming here to the finishing ceremony right outside at City Hall. Along that parade route in the middle of it, 25 News reporter Paige Ellenberger. Paige, what are you seeing?
Guys, I have traveled about half of this route already, and as you can see right now, the Baylor basketball alumni are getting rounds of applause from everybody. I mean, all of these teams. Can I get a Go Bear, guys? Go Bear! There you go. So it's all of the basketball alumni. Everybody is giving them such great applause. And as you guys know, this is Scott Drew and his Men Bears program first win in program history, first national title in program history. So this is a huge moment for Waco. The crowds here have become so much more dense from the very beginning. We're finally inching toward the very end of this parade. We're all finishing up. The applause. Go Bears! See, everybody is just so excited just to say Go Bears.
What's happening? Waco, Texas, yeah.
How does it feel that Scott Drew finally got his first program title?
Easy money.
Easy money, there you go. The city of Waco is so excited. Easy money, as one of those basketball alumni, just said to you guys. But the energy is still here. There's 10 minutes left until Scott Drew and his men's program finally accept that trophy. It's going to be a great moment for the whole city of Waco. It's going to be a great moment for Baylor and the whole fan base. It's just exciting. And so the energy here is electric, and it's not stopping anytime soon, you guys. We got 10 more minutes of this parade, and then the moment we've all waited for, that trophy to finally be handed over, and it's going to find its home at Baylor University. Jack Todd, the energy is huge down here. Where's it at more toward the beginning?
Proud Baylor grad.
Okay, there you hear it, folks. Thank you very much. Paige, out there in the middle of all this excitement. And you might be able to hear in the background here, there are some brief announcements beginning right now on stage as the parade continues here. We haven't seen a sighting yet of any of the players or of Coach Drew, but I believe they are probably down, Jack, you would think, at the end of the route right now.
Yeah, you would think that they're going to be the ones that finish up this parade and roll through. We've had the mayor just came through here at the end, some of the fire trucks coming through. I assume that we're going to see Scott Drew, we're going to see the players in just a bit, but they haven't quite made it to the end of the line.
One thing that really strikes me, and we touched on this a little bit earlier, look how many people are out here. You're 5, 6 deep. I mean, I know this is an NCAA championship, but this just speaks to how important this is for the city. I mean, it's for an area that really could have used a boost.
For sure, and Scott Drew talked a lot about how he wishes of any year this year they could have packed the Farrell Center, but because of COVID and the way that it impacted this community, impacted the Baylor community, they just weren't able to do that this year. So to have a moment like this where the city can kind of come back together and celebrate something is truly remarkable.
Yeah. You've been covering sports for a number of years now. You've done it in other places. You've done it here in Waco. What is it about a school like Waco, and whether it's the women's program, which obviously is so successful, now the men's program has reached that level too. What is it about their culture that you think fosters winners?
Well, I think that it's interesting to see that they kind of bounce off each other. Whenever Baylor was in the Final Four, I got the chance to talk to Steve Rodriguez, the head baseball coach at Baylor, talking to Kim Mulkey throughout the season. They kind of feed off of each other. There's almost this competitive nature between programs to say, hey, look, we're winning, you guys should win too. I think it's 8-9 programs at Baylor are ranked in the top 25 this season. And so there's a lot of that spirit between programs that really kind of fosters that competitive nature.
Yeah. Pretty soon, folks, you are going to be able to see that HEB shopping cart, but we can't show it to you quite yet because it's behind a couple of columns. But I promise you, you'll get to see it. I wonder if there's anyone out there on the parade route that we might be able to go to. Is Adam Schindler available, or maybe Garrett Hoddle again?
Todd, doesn't sound like we've got anybody out there. So right now we're going to take another quick break. We'll be back with more Baylor Parade coverage coming up after this.
District 4,
A huge applause underway right now for the Baylor men's basketball alumni that are just coming out right in front of the stage right now. Jack, I know for so many of them this has to be an incredible moment.
Yeah, I talked to Mamadou Dieng, who was the first recruit under Scott Drew whenever he came to Baylor. Dieng followed Drew from Valparaiso to Baylor. Didn't know much about the school, didn't know much about the scandal, came and kind of started laying the building blocks. But these guys that are here go back even further to those old teams that we were talking about earlier. This is a storied program that had fallen on rough times, but now has really come back to the top, to the pinnacle of college basketball.
Yeah, University President Linda Livingstone also just announced, so she'll definitely be up there on stage as you would expect. I believe 25 News reporter Adam Schindler is back in the parade itself with some of the players. Adam, they got to be coming up close to the finish here.
As you can see, guys, it's starting to filter out. The players just went by carrying the trophy with cheers all around. But above all else, you know, everybody's really happy just to see the team here. And the economy down here has taken a big boost as well, including W Promotions, who began printing these shirts here before the game was even over the other night. Is that all right?
All right, looks like we may have lost Adam there. That can happen. Again, it's live TV, and we've got a lot of crews out there, and it's very, very loud out here. It's getting a little bit louder, so I think the players are inching their way down this way, Jack. For them, this has to be in a moment that is so electric. You saw it a little bit when they got off the plane, obviously after they won, but they've had a week to think about it now.
I mean, I saw them whenever they went to the Baylor baseball game on Friday night. That's the most recent check we've got on the pulse of that team. They went out, they threw the first pitch at Baylor Ballpark, and they were still just smiling ear to ear, all of them, as they walked out there and threw that first pitch. They've been living and loving every moment of this along the way, and I have a feeling that this is Scott Drew said they're hoping for the next 360 whatever days that they still get to be the reigning champions.
Right. No, I know, absolutely they are, and they're obviously getting a lot closer here as all these fans are really riled up, and you can imagine just the excitement out here. You can really feel it in the air as they come down to the stage. I'm trying to see who else we've got back here. Oh, you can see the kind of these mini blimps, I guess is what we would call them, kind of behind us here. They're not as big as you might see in some parades, but definitely here fairly large. And now they're chanting. Just to hear that and hear the excitement is really kind of cool and unique.
Yeah, it's an atmosphere that you probably won't find many other times here. I say that we've been doing championship parades a little bit now for the last couple of decades, so who knows, maybe we'll get another experience like this in a couple of years. I know the Bears have been retooling, bringing in some big name recruits, so we say that this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, but who knows? We may be back here again next year, Todd.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about head coach Drew and taking 18 years to build up a program, surely his goal is not to stop at one.
Well, and to hear him on day one, like I went back through the archives, pulling up that first press conference. Whenever he's sitting there, has a little more hair back then.
2003.
2003,
Yep.
And he says, "I came to Baylor to win national championships." Everyone thought he was crazy. Well, now I don't think anybody thinks that he was crazy back then, and I'm sure he's not planning on slowing down anytime soon.
And here we go. They just announced the outstanding staff of the National Baylor Bears. So them and their families definitely deserve to be here and a part of this celebration. And I got to think we're coming up closer to the players. There are a couple of buses coming up this way, and they may be shortly behind the buses. I guess they could even be on the buses, Jack. But like you said, I thought they would kind of be in a pickup or, out a little bit more with the people. I think they just introduced Mac as well.
Rhodes, the AD,
Yeah, so obviously that entire staff deserves a huge round of applause.
Well, and this year,
here we go. They're doing the coaching staff right now.
Yeah, this year more than any, like the extra staff that it goes into these kind of programs. I can't imagine the long hours, the tiring work that went into keeping everything COVID safe, keeping everything clean, doing all of that work this year.
Yeah, when you think about the protocols that they had to go through, not only with NCAA, but then with Baylor itself, every university had a little bit of their own thing going on through the NCAA. And when you think about all of the hoops that they had to go through, it's pretty amazing. And we talked about this last week. I think it makes it all the a little bit more special that you're able to win in an environment like that, which is so foreign to anything any athlete in the last 100 years has ever had to deal with.
And it's really a testament to what Coach Drew and what these players were able to do to adapt to not only a new year, but a new crazy year that was unlike anything anyone could have prepared for. One unsung hero in this, Jerome Tang. He's an assistant coach that started with Coach Drew 18 years ago. So when we talk about those assistant coaches, that's a name that we need to associate right there alongside Coach Drew, someone who has been loyal to this program throughout it all.
Yeah, you got to hope that Coach Drew can hold on to all these assistants now, because they're they're looking pretty good. You win an NCAA championship, all of a sudden some of your staff starts to seem pretty attractive.
Already, Coach Tang has been linked with the UTEP job earlier this week. I don't know if he's necessarily the favorite, but you're going to start seeing those feelers in the next couple weeks. Those getting tied to other staff, so it'll be interesting to see if he can bring it back.
Okay. I believe we've got a 25 News reporter, Paige Ellenberger. She is up a little bit closer to the stage. Paige, are you up there?
Come on up. All right, Coach Drew loves to throw T-shirts. Get ready.
Are you sure? I don't know, but I walked this whole parade route and the energy was never not electric. The claps never stopped and the crowds only got thicker. Right now I'm right by the stage where all of the assistant coaches, the athletic directors are rolling in and getting round of applauses. There's the biggest crowd I've seen here today is right here by this stage. And as every single name get announced, the claps get louder. And it looks like the men's Baylor program is rolling in. The Bears are slowly coming, confetti just blasted. This men's team is about to step off the bus. If I was a betting woman, I would bet the energy and the noise is going to get absolutely.
All right, folks, behind these two buses in individual cars, here's the moment we've been waiting for. Here come your 2021 National Champions.
Is the shot up? It's all these people probably. Okay, I guess we are up, folks. I'm sorry. I thought our shot was down there. And here come some of the players. Jack, why don't we walk through the Bears themselves here?
Well, you see Jonathan Chamois there in the first car, raising his hand up. He seems to be living his best life.
Absolutely.
He came here from UNLV as a transfer a couple years ago and anchored that Baylor defense in the center. Truly a remarkable first year, really an introduction from him this season.
And we've got another pickup. Folks, you can probably see the throngs of fans. This is kind of what you said might happen, Jack. As the players come down, all of these people are going to fill into the area right in front of the stage here. There's got to be at least 2,000 people coming into this area. So obviously,
even more. They just keep on coming, and we knew this would happen. That as the team moved down the street, fans were going to move right along with them, and this area is getting packed up. Now you can see Daveon Mitchell getting introduced, and we can see here Jared Butler holding the trophy.
There he is.
That is an iconic moment that is going to live in his head, honestly live in my head forever, as he holds that trophy up for the national champion Baylor Bears.
There's so much talk about how Texas is a football state, and at its core it is. But look at this turnout for basketball. I mean, this is huge. And anyone who doesn't think the NCAA men's basketball champs aren't going to get a huge homecoming here in Waco, they're in for a big surprise. This is pretty incredible.
Matthew Meyer, Mark Patterson, Jackson Moffitt all dancing. It's interesting that the way that they chose these cars. You see Patterson and Jackson Moffitt were two guys who didn't see hardly any action this year. And for them to be able to be sitting there with the national championship trophy in the same car is truly an incredible symbol of how this team was living and playing for each other this whole season.
Absolutely. Just more and more fans filing in here. Now, we understand there is going to be obviously some kind of ceremony here, a presentation. So all the fans are going to, all of the players are going to get off the trucks, and then they'll make their way up to the, they are talking about here over the PA system, Jared, with NCAA trophy there. But the players will file off, and then they'll get on the stage, and then there will be head coach Drew will be up there, and no doubt the university president and the mayor, Dylan Meeks, and we're going to see these guys honored as they should be.
Well, Todd, they literally rolled out the red carpet for these guys. I don't know if we can see it, that they literally have a red carpet set up by the stage. These guys getting off of the cars onto the red carpet, walking up to the stage as part of the celebration. So, no expense saved for this celebration.
No, absolutely not. A little bit of confetti going up there on stage as well. It is hard to see, but all those players up there with their cell phones, you talk about how exciting this has to be for them. And just an experience, and I know some of them have said, I'm not going to be back next year, but a large portion have said that, they may actually end up returning as well.
Well, Todd, I'm hearing that Leah is available elsewhere on the route. Leah, what are you seeing from where you're standing today?
Well, Jack, as you can see, things have pretty much calmed down. I'm assuming most people are heading your way to watch the presentation of the trophy at City Hall, but even though it's a little bit quieter than it was earlier, folks are still excited. This is a feeling that this city, this school, this sports department has never experienced before, so it's definitely going to be a celebration on for the next couple years. I spoke to some folks. They say they hope the Baylor Bears can bring home the title again next year, so fingers crossed. Reporting live in Waco, Leah McNeil, 25 News.
All right, and we're going to go ahead and just listen in here live, folks.
Green and gold confetti for days. I love it. Hey, thanks again to our amazing sponsors, TFNB, your bank for life, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, AGB, and Walk-Ons. Folks, what a season for the Baylor Bears, national champions. How great is that? Big 12 Conference champs just getting it started to win the Big 12 Conference. First conference title since 1950. Go to the Final Four for the first time since 1950. And win, let's see, how many national championships has Baylor won? One time, yes, sir. All right, congratulations. Let's get our program started. Dylan Meek, the mayor of Waco, is going to come forward. Dylan is coming up.
A whole crowd.
Hey, I just want to say how much. Hey, let's get a Sickle Bears real quick. We're going to have.
Hey,
Sickle Bears!
They made it up there. I saw them walk up.
The city of Waco just stands with this team. This is an amazing partnership that we have with this university. We're so thankful. Waco is a city of champions. And sometimes we get down, but with grit, determination, and a commitment to excellence, and joy, we move forward. And this team has embodied that. Waco's had some energy for a while now, and these guys took it up to a new level. We're so thankful for them, so thank you for what you've meant to this town in this moment. We have a proclamation here today. I'm going to read it really quick. I got my daughter here with me.
You might not
So I'm
be
just
able
going to read really quick. It says,
Yeah, I mean, I think
April
they're
13,
over on the...
2021 is Baylor Men's Basketball National Championship Day. The city of Waco.
Never mind.
People of Waco join with the city council in recognizing the Baylor Bears basketball team as the 2021 NCAA Men's Basketball National Championship and champions. We acknowledge Coach Scott Drew, the players, and the athletic staff for bringing the first NCAA Men's Basketball National Championship to Baylor University, along with having a remarkable 38-2 season. We join Baylor Nation and the greater Waco community in celebrating this outstanding accomplishment. You have traveled the road to victory with grace, class, and integrity, and have set a standard of excellence to guide athletes of tomorrow. Thank you, Baylor Men's Basketball Team at Baylor University. Signed by the City Council. We love you guys. Thanks for what you represent to us. Thank you, Mayor Meek. Appreciate it. All right, we're just getting going. At this time, representatives from the Greater Waco in Central Texas Chapter Chamber of Commerce to the podium for a special proclamation. Another one. Please welcome Matt Metters, the President and CEO of the Greater Waco Chamber of Commerce. John Bible, the President of the
Can you frame us up just for whenever they need to...
Did he take it down? The shot?
Matt, take it away. John, what?
I'll check.
Fantastic accomplishment on the part of the
men's basketball team. Give it up. And give it up for this coaching staff and everybody involved. Yeah. A great evening in Waco. I wish you all could see the view from up here. It's fantastic. Thank you all for coming out. We do have a resolution of appreciation that we want to present to Baylor University, the basketball team, the coaching staff, and so forth. So here we go. Whereas the Greater Waco Chamber of Commerce, the Syntex Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, the Syntex African American Chamber of Commerce, and the business community are charged with working together to strengthen, diversify, and grow the Greater Waco economy. And whereas community image building is vitally important to the continued expansion of our regional economy in an area of strategic focus shared by the aforementioned Chambers of Commerce, and whereas Baylor University is the largest employer in Waco and McLennan County, Texas, and a major economic driver, and whereas Baylor University is a key strategic partner in improving our economy and our community, and whereas the Baylor Bears basketball team is the 2021 NCAA Division I Men's Basketball National Championship, give it up. I promise I'm getting close to the end here. And whereas the Baylor Bears basketball team won their first Big 12 regular season title, earned a #1 seeding in the NCAA tournament for the first time in program history, advanced to their first Final Four, and beat the pants off of Gonzaga Bulldogs 86-70, claimed their first national championship. And whereas Baylor Bears head basketball coach Scott Drew is the 2020-2021 Big 12 Coach of the Year. Give it up. And whereas Baylor Bears guard Jared Butler was named the first Associated Press AP First Team All-American in program history. Give it up. And was joined on the 2020-2021 AP All-American team by guard Daveon Mitchell, a third-team honoree, and guard Maceo Teague, an honorable mention honoree. And whereas Baylor Bears guard Daveon Mitchell swept 3 National Defensive Players of the Year awards, as honored by the National Association of Basketball Coaches, the Atlanta Tip-Off Club, and the College Insider.
I can just sit on top of it.
Whereas, never give a chamber CO a microphone. Bad idea. The Baylor Bears student athletes are academically high performers and placed a program record 6 players on the 2020 2021 academic all Big 12 team. Give it up for that. That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. Now therefore be it resolved that the Greater Waco Chamber, the Syntax Hispanic Chamber, and the Syntax African American Chamber salutes Baylor University, the Bears student athletes, Bears head basketball coach Scott Drew, his assistant coaches, and his entire support team on the tremendous accomplishment of being crowned the 2021 NCAA Division I Men's Basketball National Champions.
Here's a presentation to head coach Scott Drew. Whereas thank you, Matt. We appreciate it. Join me in welcoming now one of Baylor's biggest fans and also the 15th president in the history of Baylor University, President Linda Livingstone.
Thank you, John. It is so great to see all of you here. I think we have more people here than actually were in Indianapolis to watch the championship game. So it's so exciting to have you here. We could not be prouder of this team, these players, this coaching staff. What an exciting time for Baylor University. What an exciting time for this community. And I hope that you all understand what an amazing achievement it is to win a national championship. There are many, many great teams in this country who have never won a championship, and they certainly haven't won it after really 2 years of dealing with a pandemic. So these young men, these coaches have persevered and represented us well. We are so proud of them. I also love the energy and enthusiasm this team has brought to Baylor, to the Waco and McLennan County communities, and really to the entire country this year. I was in Dallas at an event yesterday. I was with the team in Austin today at the Capitol, and I just want you to know the entire state of Texas is so excited for this team. They feel like they have a part in this championship, only the second in the history of the state of Texas, and not since 1955. So congratulations, we're so proud of you guys. And as proud as we are of this team for what they did on the court, we're even prouder of the way they conducted themselves off the court. You know, at Baylor, we seek to be a preeminent research university in this country while also focusing on and strengthening our Christian mission. And that takes excellence in everything you do every day. It takes a deep focus on your faith commitment and living that out every day. And this team and these coaches represented us so well in every way I can imagine of how we want to live our lives at Baylor and how we want to be represented to the country. So congratulations. Thank you all so much. And thank you to all of our fans and friends here in Waco and McLennan County. We couldn't do this without you. It's a great time to live in Waco. It is a great time to be a Baylor Bear. Thank you for being here.
thank you, President Livingstone. All right, we have another national championship trophy to present, all right? They just keep coming. This right here is the National Association of Basketball Coaches, in partnership with Ferris Mowers, is pleased to award the Ferris Mowers NABC National Championship Trophy to this year's Division I men's basketball champions, the Baylor Bears. The NABC and its National Championship Trophy represent nearly 5,000 coaches at all levels of basketball with the mission to maintain the highest standards in basketball and the profession of coaching. This iconic Waterford Crystal Trophy has been presented annually since 1991 to the top-ranked team in the final Ferris Mowers Coaches Poll of the season. As the entitlement sponsor of the Men's Basketball Coaches Poll and Trophy for the 2021 season, Ferris Mowers is founded on hard work and excellence under pressure. qualities that the trophy symbolizes and that Coach Drew and this team have embodied all season long. The poll is powered by USA Today Sports and ranks the top 25 NCAA Division I basketball teams according to a panel of head coaches on a weekly basis. On behalf of Ferris Mowers and the NABC, congratulations, Coach Drew and the entire Baylor Bears men's basketball team.
All right, folks, we are going to be continuing our coverage on Facebook, also at KXXV.com. Jack, what a sight.
Hey, to see them lift yet another trophy, another exciting day. Lots of people here, and we're going to keep the excitement going online.
That's right, KXXV.com, also the 25 News Facebook page. We'll see you there.
To a panel of head coaches on a weekly basis. On behalf of Ferris Mowers and the NABC, congratulations, Coach Drew and the entire Baylor Bears men's basketball team on bringing home the Ferris Mowers NABC National Championship Trophy. Now to present the trophy to Coach Drew and his team, welcome Vice President and Director of Athletics, Mac Rhodes. Mac.
Thank you, John. What an awesome day. What an awesome crowd. Thank you all for being here. How about the 2021 National Champions? Awesome. Coach Drew, you need to come on up. So we're gonna present the trophy, but Coach is not gonna pick up the trophy. It's our understanding that it's in two different pieces. So we're not going to pull a Michigan State, right? So we're just going to present it. Coach, the NABC Trophy National Champions, Coach Drew. Love confetti. Love confetti. One of the most special things about today is that you get to share this amazing accomplishment with family. And I know Coach Drew's going to speak about it a little bit later, but we have over 130 former players here to help celebrate this, right? Give them a round of applause. Appreciate you guys and the foundation that you laid for this program, right? What a special occasion, right? What a special achievement, a special accomplishment. But it's not a surprise. If you spend any time around Coach Drew, our entire coaching staff, right, and our student athletes, truly, you wouldn't expect anything less. They are, yes, great coaches. Yes, they're great players. But guess what? They're even better people, and it's unbelievable, right? I had the pleasure to be in the bubble with the team, and I want to thank all of them for letting me do that and letting me be a part of it, right? One of the most special things, right? Something I will never forget in my entire lifetime. But here's what I really remember, right? I remember each time we won and we came back to the hotel, and the hotel staff, the security staff, right? And I'm even going to tell on the NCAA staff because they weren't supposed to be rooting for anybody, right? But every time we came back to that hotel, all of those people were so happy and thrilled that Baylor won because of the way our student athletes, the way our staff, right, the way our coaches, right, interacted with them. Dr. Livingstone spoke to it a little bit, but this is truly an amazing group of people. And you just think about the season, right? You think about the last 12 months, right? The pandemic, the starts and stops, right? The 3-week layoff, right? Schedules changing, games postponed, games canceled, right? But our young men found a way to overcome it all. And I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of all 500 of our student athletes for the way that they've endured and the way that they've overcome the pandemic and the obstacles and the hardships. It's truly a blessing to see all of them in the way they've come together. You know, Coach Drew talks about joy, right? Jesus, others, right? Yourself. Well, not only do they talk about it, they live it. And it's such an unbelievable thing to be around. Yes. You know, we talk about preparing champions for life in our athletic department, right? Athletic success, academic achievement, character formation, spiritual growth, right? And it is certainly an honor to know and see our men's basketball team, our student athletes, live that out each and every day. Coach Drew says, right, as good as players they are, right, they're even better people. Keep going, right? One more time, right? There we go. I've got one more for you. One more for you. Please help me welcome to the podium, right? You guys are awesome. You guys really are. You are awesome. But please help me welcome to the podium the best men's basketball coach in the entire country, right? There we go.
How about the Bears? How about the Bears? Hey, first and foremost, we got to give God all the honor and glory. Give him a round of applause. I'm not going to fall off. I'm good. Oh, yeah. Second of all, none of this is possible. Now, I need you to get rowdy. None of this was possible without all these guys pouring in all them hours, building the foundation for this program so these guys can bring us our first national championship. Give them a round of applause. Second, if we didn't have a great administration, Mac Rhodes, President Livingstone, none of this is possible. Give them a round of applause. And if it wasn't for the best fans in the country, all of you showing up, give yourself a round of applause. There will never be another first team to win a national championship at Baylor University besides the 2021 Baylor Bears. I dated myself for a second there, you know. But we like setting first, and I think this crowd just set a first. Largest crowd for a Baylor parade. Give yourself a round of applause. No more out, and I'm done. But I want to say thank you guys, and thank these guys because they did all the work. Give them a round of applause. All right, Coach Drew. All right, you want to hear from these guys? You want to hear from these players? These student athletes, the national champs? All right, we're going to pass the mic a little bit. Jackson Moffitt, could you come up first?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Jackson, you've been quite popular on social media as one half of the Mullet Bros. Tell us, what was your favorite social media post during March Madness?
Hey, it was today. Is my mic on?
Is that mic on?
Hello? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Hey, my favorite TikTok we made was with Coach Drew and President Livingstone today. They were
Today?
Yes, they were getting down. They were dancing. Coach, come on! Come on, Coach! Come on, Coach! All right, y'all go find it on TikTok then. It's
All right, find it on TikTok. That was today. You have the president of Baylor University, the head coach,
And
Coach
Mac
Drew,
Rhodes.
and Mac Rhodes. Yeah,
Right?
right.
Come on!
Well done, Jackson. Keep the mullet.
I'm doing it.
All right.
Hey, it's not going anywhere, baby. Come on. Come on. Matt. Yeah!
Matt Meyer. All right, thank you, Jackson. Mark Patterson, come here. Mark's right back here. There you go, Mark. You scored late in the Final Four game against Houston. There's this incredible picture of that moment. What was the rest of the night like for you?
It was just surreal, honestly. Just like wanted to thank God and just be grateful for everything, because these are like things I dreamed about since I was a kid. So just like, it was just an incredible experience.
You scored a bucket in the Final Four.
Yeah, the best part was my identical twin was trying to pretend to be me and take recognition, so.
That's great. Congratulations. Mark Patterson. Danger, come on up here. Dane, yeah. Come on, Dane. Dane, you had to sit out this year before your injury. You were practicing with the team. What have you learned this season, and what can Baylor fans expect in the years to come?
Man, I learned a lot from these guys in practice, just everything about it. They encourage me every day on and off the court, so I'm just grateful for that. But next year, we're going to be back.
Oh, yeah, nice. Danger, all right. Zach Loveday, come on up, Zach. Coach Stang says, the original mullet. You were on a great high school team. You had 5 Division I players on your team, but only one of those guys is now a national champion. Have you talked to any of your old high school teammates? Have you given them a hard time, or just make sure they know that?
Not yet.
No.
That's coming.
Come on.
I don't know. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
What was it like your first year here to be a part of a national championship team?
It was awesome. Just being around all these guys, admin, staff, players, everybody made it awesome. It's great to be here.
Fantastic. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it. Zach Loveday. Jordan Turner. Where's Jordan Turner? Come on up here. Oh, yeah. There you go, man. You got the mic. All right, so Jordan, you've been here 2 years. You redshirted 1 year. The second year was a pandemic year. How much are you looking forward to hopefully having a normal year and a normal season next year?
I'm definitely looking forward to it. Just a lot of roller coasters, ups and downs. But I mean, at the end of the day, our staff, our players, they keep us up. And then we also have the Lord with us, so we're good.
Fantastic. Very good. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate it. Jordan Turner. L.J. Cryer, come on up here. All right, LJ, I don't know how many people know this, but you finished as the runner-up in the Connect 4 tournament in the bubble. What went wrong in that championship match with who? Daveon. You lost to Daveon in the championship. Tell us about it.
I just made one wrong move. I had the game won, so I just gave it to him. That's
wait, you gave it to him.
Yeah.
What's your background in Connect 4?
I feel like I'm the best on the team. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, all right. All right, we hope next year you're on the floor more and connecting threes a lot next
Yes,
year,
sir.
all
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
All right, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Oh, look who's coming up. It's Matt Meyer. Matt Meyer, come on up here.
Hey, everybody.
All right. You don't...
I just want to say I feel a little bit uncomfortable being up here without my other half, Jackson Moffitt, the Mullet Bros. But
The Mullet
I'll
Brothers.
make do.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You want Jackson to stand with you while you're up here?
That would be a lot better, yes.
Come on, Jackson. Along those lines, here are the Mullet Brothers. You've gotten quite a bit of airtime. Does the mullet stay? That's the question.
It absolutely stays. I'm running it back. Running it back, baby.
Are you trying to recruit more Mullet Brothers from the team?
I mean, we tried to get Jared on the wave. He didn't want to do it, though. But we got two, so it's cool.
How about Coach P? You get Coach P in on the mullets.
Coach P? He's got enough hair for it. I think he should, but...
That'd be good. All right, so the mullet stays, and how much are you looking forward to next season already?
I am looking forward to next season. It's going to be great. We got a lot of good guys coming in. We got some 5 stars. It's going to be fun. I think we can run it back.
Have you worn that jersey for a week straight?
Yeah, it needs to be washed.
Yeah, I bet. All right, good job. Thanks, Matt. Matt Meyer, Jackson Moffitt, the Mullet Brothers. Adam Flagler, come on up here. Adam Flagler. There you go. That's a sweet-looking jersey. You had 16 points in the win over Villanova in the NCAA tournament. That second half for you guys was terrific. Describe how well you guys played in the second half in the win over Villanova.
The whole season we've been through a lot of adversity. So we have a great group of guys, mature guys, and we all just kept a positive mindset and just fed off each other the whole second half. And we knew once we came out there and competed at a high level, we could get the job done.
I think you were down by 7 at halftime of that game. What was the halftime locker room like?
Coach Drew came in there with a lot of energy, telling us to keep our heads up, and it's a long 40 minutes. And we take that very seriously. And I'm just we came out the second half, and we just did what we had to do. That's how much you like that.
Is it stating the obvious that Coach Drew came in there with a lot of energy? I mean, I think we.
I mean, you heard him here. You heard him up here. I mean, he has energy everywhere he goes around anybody. He's the best leader I could ever have. So we're just glad to have him here.
Fantastic. That's great, Adam. Adam Flagler. All right. Oh, look who's coming up. Everyday Jonathan Chamois Chamois. All right.
Let me test this thing. All right.
You got a boot on. What's going on there?
Not much, just.
All right. All right. Very good. The nickname, Everyday John, it looks like it's going to stick. Do you like that?
I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
You guys like it? Yeah. All right.
What does that mean to you when you hear Everyday John?
I just feel like I got some support from my teammates. They know that I put hard work every single day. It just gives me some confidence on the floor whenever I heard it.
Very good. You got that flag around your shoulders, national championship flag. What does that mean to you to be part of a national championship?
I mean, it means a lot. Like growing up, I just never knew I could even play in the NCAA. So winning national championship for the city of Waco is really big for me.
Very good. Congratulations. Thank you. Jonathan Chamois Chamois. Oh, how about this guy? 7'5", wingspan, Flo Thumba. Come on up here. Come on, Flo. Hey, Flo, so you played Gonzaga in the championship game. All the experts are saying, oh, Drew Timme, oh, man, what are you going to do against Drew Timme? How did you, what was your mindset going into that game?
I mean, the mindset was the same every game. You know, just go out there and play hard. Play hard, compete, and just make sure you come out with a W, regardless of who I'm playing. And that's been our focus all season. Even the first game with Villanova and Houston, and it don't matter who we play. At the end of the day, let's just get the dub. That's all that matters.
That's good. Was all that talk motivation for you going into the championship game?
I mean, motivation, not really. I just looked at my guys. I remember before the tip happened, I looked in the eyes of the guys, and I just knew, hey, we locked in. And
there you go.
We had it.
There's that quiet confidence. That's great. Congratulations, Flo.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you. Hey, let's bring up the National Defensive Player of the Year. Here's Daveon Mitchell. I think you got off the plane wearing that jersey, and a week later you're still wearing that jersey. Has it been washed, or are you just keeping it on?
To be honest, this is the national championship jersey. I have not washed it. I'm never going to wash it.
Oh, never going to wash it. I like it. I like it. That is great. For you, National Defensive Player of the Year, I mean, you really set the tone for this team this year. Is that something that you embrace? I mean, you really like that role?
Yeah, I definitely like that role, but just give credit to my teammates. They push me every day. I push them every day. Just seeing them play defense makes me want to play defense harder, and I'm just blessed to be put in a position to be National Defensive Player of the Year.
Congratulations. All right, set the record straight. I've heard your version. I've heard Macio's version. You're transferring to Baylor. Did you call Macio? Did you try to get him here, or how did that actually work?
I'm the reason why Macio Teague is here today.
Oh, you're the reason. All right. All right. Well, it worked out really well for both of you and for all of us also. Congratulations. Great
Thank you,
year.
guys.
Daveon Mitchell. All right, it's only fair that we bring up Maceo Teague. Come on up, Maceo. So how did that work? Daveon, he called you, tried to get you to come to Baylor.
Yeah. Daveon, he texted me, but I would say that that's 100% not the reason I came to Baylor. We had great coaches recruit me. And I feel like they did a great job. I felt like it was a family atmosphere, and that's the real reason I chose Baylor.
Very nice, very good. Your signature is, you know, after a three or a big shot is this. Who you calling there?
I call God.
Calling God. God always answers. He always answers. What about the season of joy, the culture of joy on this team? You ever been a part of anything like that?
No, we sacrifice for each other on a daily basis in the games, practice, even sharing just things off the court. We spend a lot of time with each other, and I just feel like we had a great team environment, which helped us win the national championship.
Congratulations. Appreciate it. Maceo Teague. He's going to go home to Cincinnati this week and throw out a first pitch at a Reds game on Friday. That'll be terrific. Yeah. Follow Coach Drew's lead with that fastball. But, yeah. You? Yep. All right. Jared Butler is going to come forward. Jared Butler. Baylor's first ever consensus first team All-American, Jared Butler. Huge part of the success of this Baylor team. When you came back this year, when you came back to be a part of Baylor basketball this year, was this something you envisioned?
Oh, without a doubt. Daveon called me. He said he's coming back. Maceo said he's coming back. We got the band back together. And, you know, we was going to win a national championship. That's what it was all about.
What about, same question about the culture of joy. You guys have just embodied that all year, and it was a huge part of your success.
Yeah, without a doubt. Joy, Jesus, our Lord and Savior, somebody who died on the cross for our sins. All the credit goes to him. He needs a round of applause. My guys, man, they work extremely hard. I've never been around a group of guys who work so hard and who are willing to sacrifice their lives for us winning the game and doing things for y'all for Waco. Like, they're just amazing. Best group of guys I've ever been around. And then, yeah, that's it.
Final question. You guys, as part of the bubble, some teams, you know, kind of, you know, withered under that pressure. But for you guys, you really made it a positive in the bubble.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Being around 14 guys all day, seeing them every day, seeing the same carpet in the same hotel room is rough. But you know, they made it work, and you know, there's such a great group of guys, so I enjoyed it. You know what I mean?
Fantastic. Hey, congratulations to you. You're going to leave as
y'all.
a
Thank
national
y'all.
champion. Jared Butler. All right, let's bring up the senior, Mark Vinyl. Mark.
Oh, what happened?
There you go. Got a cape on. You got that trophy. You're not letting that trophy get very far away, are you?
Nah, I've been working too long for that. I need that.
You've got the jersey on as well. Hey, I remember after the game, after the Gonzaga game, I looked down, you're sitting on the floor. You're just kind of sitting there by yourself, soaking it all in. What was going on in your mind at that time?
Man, I was really thinking about those guys, man. They really, like, sacrificed a lot for us, and I know that they went through a lot. And, you know, it was really them. And then I've been on part of teams where, you know, we struggled a lot. And I had this team right here, man, it was crazy.
And you heard, I talked to Flo about it, but you heard all the talk about the bigs for Gonzaga, and you seem like you were very highly motivated. You are every game, but especially that game.
Man, we got a group of dogs, man. You can't say that about no dogs. I mean, we some dogs, so when they was talking like that, I mean, we just showed up.
Mark, final thought. You get the final word here. What does it mean to leave Baylor University with a legacy that you put in place and leave as a national champion?
Man, I really just wanted to inspire the youngs, man. Like, those that really don't come from anything, like myself, those black kids out there that struggle, everything like that. You know, I just want to be a good example for y'all. That's it.
That's great. Congratulations. Mark Vinyl. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 National Champion Baylor Bears. Congratulations, guys. We appreciate you. We appreciate all your hard work. Thanks to everybody for being here this evening. This is a great turnout. It is a turnout worthy of a national championship parade and celebration for these guys. Live with joy as these guys did, and congratulations to everyone that's here. Hey, if you would like to hear a rebroadcast of the national championship game, it's on right now on ESPN Central Texas. So tune it in as you leave. You'll hear the rebroadcast, and I'll let you in on a secret. The Bears win again. So thanks to all of you. Thanks to our alums. We appreciate you guys for setting the foundation for Baylor basketball, the national champions. Good night. God bless you, and drive safely.